Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very important information to pass across to you, and stay tuned while I disseminate the information to you. This information that I want to pass across to you guys is very important, and then I'm going to be emphasizing on the fact that it is very crucial to make research before we make conclusion about the issue of resident permit application, especially when you are applying for your spouse to join you in Estonia. And I'm saying this because somebody reached out to me recently and asked me to help him with information on how to apply for resident permit for the spouse, because the spouse is living outside Estonia. So they wanted to go to an embassy of Estonia that is near the country where the spouse is living. But after a while, I contacted the person again to ask about how the process is going. And the information the person gave me was that they've stopped allowing applicants to submit resident permit application from Estonia embassies that are outside Estonia. At first, I was confused because I knew that the last information I had about the application of temporary resident permit for spouse, it is possible to apply for such permit from outside the shore of Estonia. That is, you can apply for the permit from Estonia embassy in the country that is close to where you are living. So I decided to make a research by myself to confirm if the information this person passed across to me is actually the right information or not. So in order for me to justify what this person said, he screenshot the message he sent to him and then he sent it to me, and you can see the message right here. Now I'm going to say this: we have to be very careful about how we interpret the information that Estonia government or government parastatal sent to us, because sometimes when this information are interpreted into English language, sometimes what they are actually saying might have been missing in the midst of the interpretation. So most importantly, it's better for you to get somebody that speaks Estonia to interpret to you as a layman. But when you use this Google Translate to translate it, it might actually bring you a very wrong information altogether, or some part of it might be correct and some part might not be correct. And maybe that information might be a little bit lopsided after the interpretation. So we have to understand that. Now, another thing I can say is this: some of these messages might be deceptive. It might be a deception. And then when you go through such messages very well, it is not outrightly saying that you cannot apply for a temporary resident permit for your spouse from outside of Estonia. So our interpretation as an individual also needs to be checked, and we need to be careful about our interpretation so that we are not going to be giving wrong information to people. Now, if you look at that message very well, they are only talking about the option that this person have. That another option is that you can apply for a D visa. But like I said earlier, it is a deception. It is a deception in my own opinion, because 95% or 99% of the time, when you apply for a D visa for your spouse, they don't always grant it. It has started like few years ago that when you apply for a D visa, especially when you are coming from Africa or Asia, in most cases they will automatically deny the D visa. It used to be for applications like spouse and work before, but now even as students, if you apply for D visa, you are most likely not to get the approval. Sometimes they might approve it. So out of like 20 people that apply, most times they will answer like 2 or 4 positively. The other people is usually negative. And I'm speaking from a personal experience and also from the experiences of my viewers that have contacted me about this issue. So I would say that you should try and read this information very well, and then you should try and interpret it properly. Now, if you look at the message that they sent to this person, they actually did not answer his question, because his question was, can I apply for a temporary resident permit for my spouse to come and join me in Estonia from your embassy? And then they gave him an update. That is true, but it's not the answer to the specific question that this person asked. So that was why I said that message is deceptive. So personally, I tried to make research by myself, and the same embassy that sent him this particular message sent this message to me, that they actually answered the question that I asked. They said it is actually possible to apply for a temporary resident permit for my spouse when I asked them this question. Then another embassy sent this type of message also to me, this one that you are seeing. So you will see that sometimes they will just send random message, not really like they are answering your question. They are just like pushing information, like automatic response. That is what I see in this. So we have to be very careful. But in conclusion, it is very, very possible to apply for a temporary resident permit from outside of Estonia for your spouse. Don't let anybody give you a wrong information. And then, if you don't know something, try to ask the people that might know better than you. That is the information I want to pass across to us today, and I hope that this is very, very helpful for you. So if this information is a very helpful information, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you have subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to like, share and comment on my video to help my channel to grow. Thank you so much for all the time, and I'm going to see you later. Peace out.